I would like you to introduce our guest of honor, Colonel Hariraj Singh Rana. Colonel Rana has achieved monumental thresholds for success in his environmental contributions. He commanded the Eco Task Force Dehradun from February 2010 till June 2013. It was the first ecological unit of the armed forces in the world which is famously known for its revival of the Mussoorie Hills in Uttarakhand, which had been depleted because of deforestation. He was presented with the International Earth Care Award in 2012. He has not only worked for the environment tirelessly, but also rejuvenated the livelihood of the local people. He has worked to solve waste management, has been a part of many projects that led to general goodness in the world. I would now like to invite Colonel Rana.
Good morning to all of you. General A.K. Singh, Dr. Zaidi, officers on the dais, and the audience. I am really privileged here to be with all of you, and that's because of Dr. Zaidi. Few years back, I came across her, and she does amazing works. I'll just give you an example. First time, she held a conference of women, Vicky Flo. It was a thought in her mind, and on the day of execution, I attended that. There was no woman of substance of Uttarakhand who was not there. Everyone was present, and it really impressed me, and we are in touch. And when she told me about this conference, I said, yes, surely I will come. Because it's a thought, probably I'll still say it's in the womb. And through you, all youth, I'm sure it will go around the world. I've been working in the field of environment and waste management and whatever we can do to, as a service to our Mother Earth. And General has taken us on a journey of the Indian Army. He has taken us to Andaman and Nicobar, where I have not been, but today I have seen most of it. And I'll just want to share my ideas. I mean, what right now, though Madam told me to come prepared to speak, which I did not because I could not get any time to think about it, nor do I prepare generally. But today when I heard the subject of world peace, global peace, human rights, there was a ambassador from our neighboring country, Bangladesh. That person is also in touch with Dr. Zaidi. He was supposed to come, but somehow he could not come. He sent me an article and a video of a river in Bangladesh, which the government has taken as a living entity, and they have wrote rights of the river. And he suggested why we should not have rights of the river, because rivers, it's future of you. We may die tomorrow, but the youth is going to live. And the kind of contamination, kind of garbage we are throwing and creating all over the earth, I'm sure the oceans are being poisoned. The groundwater is being... I just remembered a few days back, I met a teacher from Woodstock School who is a US citizen and who is taught there for almost 40 years. There are 16 wards in Missouri, and he is in charge of all 16 wards for waste management. The Indian agencies of intelligence, they went to him and told, you are doing nothing over here, your job as teacher is over, please go back to your country. So he said, I am looking after the woes of solving the problems of waste management in Missouri. You delegate one person to take over the charge from me, I'll go next flight, I'll take to US and leave this country. And then he told me, he shared something with me which I have recorded. He's the owner of, his father was the owner of 312 acres of land in US, Michigan. And he said the whole neighborhood and that city is throwing garbage in their land. The groundwater is poisoned. There are gases emanating from that garbage, and they have put pipes and those tubes are burning because of nitrogen gas. That's kind of pollution we are making. So my urge to the youth would be that please, what we have created, you try and restrict. And as I was saying about the rights of the river, I say even why youth should not have rights. We are talking human rights of different countries, but I am talking of your rights. You also must have rights. Your right is that the governments don't do anything, or they do things to solve the problems of environment, because it's not affecting any one religion or one region, it's affecting the whole world. And like that Bangladesh officer told me about the rights of river, we should have rights of animals also. We should have rights for the children also. And I would like and request Dr. Zaidi and all of you to think about it and feel or suggest if this can go on, probably we can do a lot among the global peace or the world peace. We can also think about the environment and the future of our children. And I'm sure if we all get together, a lot of things can be done. And my best wishes and regards to Madam for inviting me here. I have nothing much to tell, but I am working on environment. I can request Madam or the teachers or the principals or the country, neighboring country representatives who are here. I am working on developing plant nurseries, and we are donating them free of cost. We have put whole our commitment, time, everything we have given to that. We collect seeds, make plants, and give to churches, madrasas, mandirs, or whoever asks, temples or schools, even to the National Highway Authority of India. We have recently, they were ready to prepare to buy from us, but we said no, we are not doing, we are just doing it for the greening of the hills, greening of the environment. So I just want to suggest anybody of you, if like Madam is there, she's having a school, and if they have small place, they can make some area, leave it untouched. Automatically the forest can, small forest can come. Even spiders and birds come, that's also good enough. And if also they have some spare land, they can make some nurseries. So whatever fruits you eat, sow them there. And definitely when they grow, they can find some place in the city. Thank you very much, and all the best for next time.